Hello everyone, welcome to new video. In this video, I'll explain you a simple scenario where we will be having a screen to fetch the detail from the database, and based upon the detail we fetched it, so we will be edit the detail and we'll be updating the detail into the database. So this is simple scenario will explain with the customer detail. So we'll be having a customer detail fetch fetch detail from the database, and based upon the customer detail fetched on the screen, so we will be editing the customer detail, something like first name, last name, we will be editing it. And so upon click of update detail button, the detail should be updated into the database. So we will be covering this scenario as part of this video. Okay, so in the previous video I just explained you simple scenario to fetch the customer information from the database. Same screen I'll be utilizing here for developing update scenario. Okay, so quickly I'll run the screen which is developed as part of the last video. So we have a customer info screen here. If I run here, so we have a simple screen where we'll be entering uh, the customer ID. So from the database, I'll go back and execute it. So I'll just execute the customer table. So if you see here, uh, we have some data inserted in the table. So I'll just go back. I'll take the same ID, put it here, fetch customer detail. The customer details are fetched. Okay. So similar way, if I want to change the detail, customer last name or first name with a new value, the new value should update it in the database. Okay, that particular scenario I'll be covering as part of this video. Okay, so for that again I'll go back to the coach here. So in the coach we have a coach view which is customer detail CV. Okay, so here the for the below the CV I'll be adding a new button which is update detail. Okay, so which is I'll name it as update details. Okay, so I'll change this color of this button. So in the appearance, if I go and I can change it to primary. Okay, I change it to primary. So what I wanted is, so I'll just change this customer information and I'll submit it. So I'll just click on the update details button. Then the detail should get updated in the database. Okay, for that, uh, so I need to write a service to update the details. Okay, so just I'll create new service which is update customer info DB service. Okay, again, so the database service will be having a always we will be following a three steps. One is writing a SQL query, and one more is executing the statement, and if any result we'll be parsing it. So for that I'll drag and drop three steps, three script. First script I name it as SQL query. Okay, and next one SQL execute statement. Here we'll be executing the SQL query. Then post one parse result. Okay, so here I'll be writing a SQL query to update the details. So for that again I need a customer info as an input. So I'll be taking customer info as an input, and again same business object I'll be taking as output. Okay, Then post that, so we to exit to form a SQL query and parameters. So uh, uh, we need to use a SQL statement variable. I'll create a variable with a SQL statement, and so it is a type of SQL statement. So which is provided in the system data toolkit. Okay. Now, so I need to set the query here, update query. So for that, I'll initialize the business object tw dot local dot SQL statement is equal to flower bracket, then tw dot local dot SQL statement dot SQL. Okay, here we'll be writing a SQL query. Then I need to update the parameters. So I'll be setting the parameters. So for that parameter initialization, I'll do it is a type of list. That's the reason I'll be initializing it as a list. And then individual parameter we need to set dot parameter of zeroth element. Zeroth element, I'll be initializing it. Then post that. So we need to set the value for that. SQL statement dot parameters of 0 dot value. Okay, here we'll be setting a value. And along with that, we need to pass a type. Okay. So now this will be a first one. I need to um, update the ID. So for that, info dot customer ID. So then after that, it is a type of varchar. Varchar is nothing but string type. So similar way, if I go back to the table, right, we have a how many parameter here? 6 parameters. Customer ID, first name, middle name, last name, and address and account number. So for that purpose, I'll be copying this for a 6 time. 6 parameters. I'm updating it. Okay. Okay. So let's change this one. So I won't be updating the customer ID. So I'll update other parameter except customer ID. So that means 5 parameter will be updating it. So customer ID anyhow, I won't be updating it. Then customer first name, then customer last name, middle name, customer last name, customer address, and customer account number. Okay. And allowing that, we have to pass the where condition. So for that where condition, um, so I'll be passing where condition, which is customer ID as a where condition. Customer ID. Okay, let's write the update query now. Okay, here we have update query, so which is customer ID. Anyhow, we are not going to update it. So customer first name will be update it. So that's the reason question mark. Then customer middle name, customer middle name and last name will be updating it, and customer number and address. Okay, so where customer ID is equal to question mark. So this is a query we will be using for updating the details. So I'll add it here. Okay, if you see here, right, update, how many parameter we are updating it. So which is customer first name, middle name, third, 4, 5, and 6. Last one is customer ID. Okay. this customer ID. I'll copy this customer ID. It's in where condition. So particular customer ID details, I'll be updating it. Okay, the query is done. So, but we have to change the sequence order here. Um, so zeroth element, first element will be changing, and second element, second array, third array, fourth array, fifth array. Okay, the order got changed now. Done. This service is ready now. So then post that we have to execute it, right? So we execute the statement for that. So we have to change the implementation to the link service. Then change this attach a link service SQL execute statement. Okay, this is a service I'll be attaching it. And we have to do a data mapping. SQL will be SQL statement dot SQL. Then parameter will be SQL statement dot parameter. We need to bind it. Then data source we have to map it. Data source I'll copy from the fetch service, so which is explained in the last video. So I'll just copy the data source. Then the data source I'll be adding here same data source here. Okay. And parsing, we are not parsing any detail as this is update query. We are not parsing any detail here. We just will get a results which is how many records are impacted. Okay. For that results, I'll just quickly create a variable results. Okay, but I'm not gonna parse anything. Okay, this service update customer detail service is ready now. I'll quickly go and add it into the customer info CHS. Okay, so I just search with update, drag and drop here. So already I have added the update detail button, which is update detail, and I'll go to the end. So post updating, I'm closing the service. So for that, I need to do a data mapping. Customer info, I'll map it as customer info. Um, customer detail view. Okay. So which is customer detail view. Customer detail view. Then let's check this script. Okay, everything looks fine. So customer detail view is mapped. Customer details variable is mapped. Okay, now let's run the service. So just I'll run the service. Then I'll enter the customer ID. So just get the first one. Enter it here. Mike, I got it. I'll change it Mike to John. Okay, let's address. I'll change it to Hyderabad. If I click on update, then we got error. So which is incorrect syntax. Okay. We got error like incorrect syntax near keywords where. Let's go and check the where conditions in our script. So if I go here, then where condition where we have a two wheres here. So I'll just remove one of the where. Okay. Then post that again. Let's run the service. Okay. The same thing. I'll just go and get the customer ID and enter get details from Mike. I'll change to John. John, I'll change it to KP. Then test address detail I changed to Hyderabad. Then update detail. So here if you see update details completed. So same thing I'll go and verify in the database. So if you see here the this detail I have updated. So the customer ID which is 344 updated John, KP, test and Hyderabad address. Okay. So we can same thing we can see in the screen level. Just close this and I will rerun it. Rerun the customer info detail. Then fetch it. When I fetch it, then if you see John, the latest update detail, I can see it here. Okay, that's all for this video. Hope you understood. Thank you for watching.